Madam Palika Arora. She's the Director School Education for Chandigarh Administration. We extend her a very, very hearty welcome today onto this third day of the North India Pravasi Divas 28th Annual Convention.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. And
Good
afternoon to all the dignitaries. My introduction has been given. Once again, I would like to introduce myself. I am Palika Arora, Director of School Education from UT Chandigarh. So today we will be discussing a few issues which are faced by the schools with a brief overview of the school education at the UT. So we would like to give a small presentation in which we will demonstrate that what all activities UT is doing for promoting the inclusive education in UT Chandigarh. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the presentation starts, and once again, we extend a very warm welcome, very hearty welcome. She had been very kind to take on today's session and to share all the people world over, wherever you are. Our vision is we should make Chandigarh as the education and the skill capital for entire India. And that's the way we should be moving in. Let's extend a very warm welcome. So with these words, we move on to the presentation from the Department of School Education, Chandigarh Administration. And once again, we extend a very, very warm welcome to Madam Palika Arora ji. She is the Director for the School Education. Hearty welcome, ma'am. We can take on the journey.
Thank you. I hope my presentation is visible to all.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Thank you. Sir, this is the, first of all, I would like to give a brief glance of the schools which are there in the UT. We have total 211 schools in Chandigarh having the enrollment of 2.57 lakhs, out of which the government schools are 116, aided schools are 7, private recognized schools are 81. So this is about the enrollment over the years. This slide I'm sharing purposefully just to demonstrate that the enrollment of the government schools has increased by 5% over 2019 and 20. So we have achieved that. Our enrollment, we were able to increase the enrollment of the students. Just a second. These are the few achievements of the UT at the national level. We have bagged the first rank in the performance grading index of MOU in the 2018 and 18-19 and the second in 19-20 amongst all the states and the UTs. We also bagged the first rank in the school education quality index of the Niti Aayog among all the states and the UTs. We bagged the first rank in the National Achievement Survey and NAS 2017 amongst all the UTs. And the Chandigarh is the only geographical territory out of all the states and UTs which has been selected by GOI to participate in the PISA 2022. So the NAS, recently we concluded the NAS in the month of November. The results are awaited and we hope that we will be able to show the good performance this time as well. These are the few overview of the infrastructure available in the schools. Recently, the 5 new government school buildings, they have been completed and they are made operational in the session 2021 and 22. The Honorable Governor, he was kind enough to inaugurate the school at the Dhanas on 17th of November 2021. All our schools, they are having the solar rooftop and we are having best of the infrastructure is available at our schools. In order to strengthen the infrastructures of the schools, we are having 8 state-of-art sports complexes. They are having the multi-purpose halls with the swimming pools, basketball courts, squash courts, table tennis, as well as badminton courts are available. We also have the science and knowledge parks developed in 66 government schools, and the kids adventure gardens, they have been set up in 50 government schools. The grant has been given from the Samagra Shiksha and a few more are under process. The mathematical gardens, they have been set up in 20 government schools. Open air gym was set up in the 7 government schools and 1 in sector 18 out of MP LAD funds. Along with that, in order to promote the digital literacy, the video walls have been set up in an auditorium of 3 government schools and 2 more are in under process. The digital libraries, they have been set up in 5 government schools with the help of CCPCR. Out of the grant from the Samagra water purifier plants, they have been established with the UV technology installed in the government schools. 4 more are in progress and 20 more are in pipeline. So on the innovation side, this was a very unique initiative of the teachers of the UT Chandigarh. One dome theatre cum planetarium was set up by the teachers in High School Maloya Colony, and 5 more are in progress. We are in progress of setting them as well. So Atal Tinkering Labs is an initiative of the Niti Aayog. We received the grant from the ministry, and the ATLs, they have been set up in 22 schools, out of which 6 are government, 3 central government, and 13 private schools. This is a very, very wonderful initiative of the ministry in which the curiosity of the children is catered, and they are moved towards the innovative learning and the innovative teaching. But the 4-day workshop was also conducted for all the science, 25 science and maths teachers of 6 government schools from 14th to 17th of December. We did it in collaboration with the Learning Link Foundation. So this workshop was very helpful for the teachers. On the teaching learning process, as we all know that during this pandemic era, and now again the schools are closed, so we have managed to bridge that learning loss gaps with the help of the online teaching. The online teaching has we have been continuing it from the last 2 years. The students are assessed by the teachers regularly for each subject through the WhatsApp or Google Meets or Zoom meetings, and our teachers, they have prepared wonderful material in this context. The short lessons, they have been recorded, videos in context of the specific topics are shared with the children, so that they should not feel that they are out of the school now. The links of the Kishore Manch and the Swayam Prabha channel, they are shared with the students, so that they can assess the topics, they can have a better understanding of the things, since they are not able to come to the school right now. In order to improvise the learning outcomes, our teachers, they have prepared special materials. CCT practice shift, that is comprehensive teaching. The practice sheets, they have been prepared. They are based on the LOs for assessing the progress. The teachers, they are sharing these sheets with the parents, and they are asked to submit them back in the offline mode. The parents, they come and they submit the sheets in the school. The teachers, they assess them, and then they have again an interaction is done with the parents, so that they are also taken in confidence, and they are also helping us in order to bridge the learning losses. These are some of the resource materials that has been developed by our teams. A weekend challenge of the CCT questions is shared with the children. Samvad is a monthly CCT newsletter, which we are circulating from August 2020 onwards. Harshit is a weekly comic book series of the science. This is also we have designed it in 2020, and still we are getting a good response out of it. Step by Step is a booklet for mathematics. Mathlete, Sankalp, these are the fortnightly CCT-based booklets for reading literacy. Monthly CCT modules by the Hindi literacy groups, they have been prepared, and they are continuously shared with the children. The 100 pages CCT booklets, they have been developed in all the literacies by the subject expert groups. So this was a unique initiative of the UT, in which during the COVID, during the lockdown, we made the library books available to the children. So for that purpose, in case the children are unable to come to the school, the parents, they were asked to come in the school, and the registers were there, and the books, they were the parents, they were borrowing the books, and after like 15 days, they were coming back and returning the books, and new books were being issued. So by this practice, we are sure that the students are not devoid of the books, and they are able to access the libraries even during the lockdown. In order to promote the reading skills, The special reading with the understanding and the comprehension, the virtual reading melas, they were conducted in all the government schools from 27 to 30th September 2021. So in this case, virtually in the virtual mode as well, the students, they were asked to read the comprehensions, to read the passages, and we got a the students were very enthusiastic, and we got a good response of this initiative as well. Another initiative is a Project Phoenix. This is an app which has been developed to track the achievement of the learning outcomes of all the students and performance of teachers at the elementary level on the monthly basis. In this, we have the LOs, they are being mapped in this app, and the IDs of the student teachers, they have been created. Once the one LO is completed, the worksheet is there, and the teachers, they have to feed the data. So by doing that, we are able to have the multi-dimensional view of the what are the learning losses, and we get the data after every 15 days that which school is performing low in one particular LO or so. The mobile app is used by the teachers. Now we have extended this facility for at the secondary level as well. So class 9th and 10th data has also been integrated, and they are able to assess the Phoenix app now. We have the special initiatives are there for the out of school children. So we have 3,300, around 3,300 out of school children. They are enrolled in 130 special training centers. The data of these out of school children are uploaded at the Prabandh portal. We have special training is provided at the orphan homes, Snehalayas, Ashianas, and 70 children, they are getting special training at the juvenile justice homes. We have 40 children at the shelter homes which are enrolled in the NIOS. So our instructors, they try their level best that these children are enrolled in the regular curriculum, and in case they are unable to come to the school or there are some gaps, so we ensure that they are enrolled with the NIOS so that their education is not interrupted. In order to promote the inclusive education, we have the children with special needs. We have around 3,595 children with special needs were enrolled in the government schools, and 140 children with special needs are under our home-based education. We have 24 special educators who are working under the Samagra Shiksha. 5 separate resource centers they have been created, which are catering to around 25 to 26 schools. The best facilities are available at the resource centers. The instructors, they remain available at these centers, and we have the special equipments, special games for these kids so that there we are able to integrate them. The 14 integrated classrooms are also set up in the schools for providing support to 170 children with intellectual disabilities. The 4 camps for the registration of CWSN children on the regional employment exchange of UT Chandigarh was done, and we are trying a level best that they are able to get any employment as per their needs. We have special instructors. They are providing the home-based education to these children. They are visiting the home, them at the home, and the guidance is provided to the parents how they can help their children to cope up with the difficulties. The special physiotherapy camps are also organized. We are providing therapies to these children as well. Hearing aids and other appliances are also provided to these children as per their need. We have the regular checkups are being done in collaboration with the PGI and other experts so that we are able to help them in whatever possible way we can. We have the 7 vocational courses are running in 38 government schools at secondary level. The main purpose is to promote the vocational education so that the children who, due to for any of the reasons, who are unable to continue their studies, at least they become self-employed in whatsoever mean they can. Offline classes are also conducted. 9 skill courses have been introduced for class 6 to 8th, and the placement drives are also being conducted for class 12th. So we are on way to collaborate with the various ITIs so that after +2, these children, they can do 1 year or 2 year courses at ITI and they can find out their livelihood in that. So this was an initiative which has been launched recently, Give Toy, Share Joy. In this, our effort has been to do the crowdfunding campaign was launched to make the used and the new toys available in the classrooms under ECC, that is Early Childhood Care and Education. We have set up 4 centers, they have been set up, and the advertisements were also given, and the people, they have showed us a good response that whosoever wants to donate their toys which are lying idle in their houses, they can donate in these centers. And we then will be setting the early childhood care classroom in each and every school. So we will be shifting these toys to those schools then. So we are happy to share that we are getting good support of the companies in education, in the NGOs in the education, on the education side. Recently, we had launched the project Kulkari, in combined project of the Kachi Sadak Foundation and the Arpan Trust with the education department. The Kulkari, it envisions classrooms as the learning spaces which bolster curiosity, energy, and imagination of the young minds. So as we can see in this picture, this classroom has been set up by them. They have done very wonderful job they have done. So from the waste materials only, they have created these toys and these things, paintings and everything in the classroom. And now we are conducting the training of all the primary teachers in this classroom, so that they can go back and from very basic materials, by using waste products lying at the home, they can create some good tools for the our toddlers. So this was a very wonderful initiative of the Infosys. So this is a capacity building of the nursery teachers that we are doing. 100 nursery teachers, they have been trained under the project Kulkari. The workshops are conducted, and the nursery teachers and the Anganwadi workers, they are collaborating with us and for helping us in the development of the locally available teaching learning material. In collaboration with the CIRA-GEM, we were able to set up one high-tech computer lab along with the furniture, computer tables and chairs. They were set up by the CIRA-GEM company in October 2021 in the Government Senior Secondary School, Maloya. We are very thankful to them. The 2 smart classrooms, they have been set up in the 2 government schools with the help of Yuva Unstoppable. So their product, we are on the way to inaugurate it on Monday. So they have been set up in the high school in Karsan and Budal, so that the children of these areas, they are coming from the very remote areas, and they are we don't want them to be away from the access to technology. So we have categorically chosen these schools so that these children, they can also assess the multimedia mode of the education. So on the way forward side, we are on the way to assess, we have developed a tool in order to assess the learning losses in the children from the class 1 to 5, since they were unable to attend the schools in the last 2 years. So we know that they are facing a lot of difficulties. In this, the 3 NGOs, Pratham, Aurobindo, and the Arpan Foundation, they have came in collaboration. They have collaborated with us, and they have helped us in development of this tool. Once the schools are open, we will be conducting this survey on the children, and depending upon the need, the groups of the children will be formed, and those who are unable to do the basic numeracy and the basic literacy skills, we will try to help those children by providing special sessions to them. So MOU will be signed with the Convigenius in collaboration with CBSE. So they have developed a chatbot-based assessment tool for the children, for the students of class grade 1 to 10. So we are on the way to sign MOU with them, and once the schools are opened, the children, they will be able to assess this tool from their phones. Just a WhatsApp-based tool has been created, in which the LO-based worksheets have been formed. So once one LO is completed in the school, the children will be able to assess himself. Self-assessment can be done that whether he is knowing the concept or not. So we are also on the way to tie up with some of the best coaching institutes who have shown their willingness to tie up with us to provide the free coaching to 50 students of the government schools for the competitive exams for engineering and the medicals. The students of the government school who plan to opt medical and the non-medical in class 11, 12, they will be eligible for this. And once the schools kids are back to school, we will be launching this as well. In collaboration with the PGIML, we have released the first newsletter on the 25th of November, and we have pledged that our government schools, they should be free from trans fats. So by doing that, we have ensured that the canteens or the tuck shops who are in the government schools, they will not be selling samosas or any sort of the fried or the junk food, and instead some healthy alternatives will be provided to the children. So all the principals, they have been directed to assure that their schools are free from any sort of the trans fat, and rather just within the periphery of the school as well, no such things are being sold. And by doing so, we think to promote the good health in our children. Not only that, the PGI has also extended their willingness to collaborate with us on multiple aspects. We are on the way to sign an MOU with the PGI for implementation of the health promoting activities in all the schools. By doing that, their experts, they will be coming to our schools to provide the public health, general awareness on the public health topics, including nutrition, trans fats, health effects, tobacco use, drug addiction, as well as non-communicable diseases, menstrual hygiene, dental checkups. So they will collaborate with us, and their experts, they will help us to provide the awareness to the parents as well as to the children. Khelta Bachpan, Khilta Bachpan, this has been launched just a few months back. In this, on the mission mode, the coaches, they were expert coaches of the sports department and the physical education teachers. They were sent to the school. They interacted with the students for sensitization on the benefits from the sports and the games. 135 students, they got admission, and around 1,800 students, they are waiting to get admissions in the nearby sports complexes. So we want that we have the sport complexes, at least the nearby schools, they should be able to assess them, and they should be able to get the benefit out of it. We are on the way to complete the recruitment process for regular recruitment of around 100 lecturers, 600 JBTs, and TGT teachers, and as well as those posts which are lying vacant on the deputation quota. We are also on the way to fill them. EduCity is a new initiative. It's not new, but we are again pushing it up in order to provide the best educational courses to the youth and empowering them to gain highest level employment. Around 88 acres of land has been earmarked at Sarangpur for institutions. Already the land of 6 acres has been allotted to Sri Vile Parle Mandal's Narsi Monzi Institute of Management Studies for running the courses of business and technologies. So we are on the way to collaborate with certain IIMs and IITs as well as other big colleges. We will be advertising it very soon, and the land will be provided on lease basis. So we are we are in the process, and very soon we'll be able to set this EduCity. So we want the best institutes to come over to Chandigarh so that this can also become an education hub. So this is just a 2-3 slides I have prepared so as to see that what support is required from the CSR NGOs and other individuals. Now, since we know that we are going through the pandemic era, so the demand for the IT infrastructure has greatly increased. So no doubt we have the smart panels established in few of the government schools, but still we are in the need of developing more. So the smart classes, they need to be set up in all the classes of the government schools, so that even if the kids are not coming to the classes, they are able to get the real feel of schools by attending them online at home. So we need to have more of the smartphones. We need to have the computer tablets or tab labs need to be set up in the various schools, so that if this continues for more, so we will be really needing it. And as well as we need to have some sort of campaign in which those parents who cannot afford smartphones, or those who cannot recharge their phone or the internet recharge, who are not able to do that, so we can provide that through crowdfunding or through such support from the various NGOs or the individuals who will be ready to help them out. So we are already preparing the data that who all are not able to, because if the class is in the morning, so we are facing these issues that children are not having the phone in the morning. Their parents, they are working, they are laborers, so they'll come back in the evening, and only then they can access the phone. And that too, if there are one or more sibling is there, so each child is not having the access to the online class. So we need to strengthen our IT infrastructure. For the children with the special need, we have the resource centers, as I already talked, but we need to set a few high-tech special softwares like the screen reading, adaptive keyboard, and the talking braille, etc. We wish to establish them. We are already in touch with a few of the firms who can collaborate it with us as a part of their CSR initiative. So we want the such resource centers where the best facilities are available to those children with the special needs. Renovation of the classrooms and certain toilets is also the need of our, because every toilet need to have the accessible to the children with the special needs. So for that purpose also, we are looking forward for the CSR fundings. And for the pre-primary sections as well, we need to, because I believe that the primary education is most neglected in the schools, but rather this is the foundation stone laying age. So if we are able to strengthen our primary sector, our primary education, then definitely we will not have to put in more efforts for the secondary, at the secondary level, because if the base is weak, then obviously the building will bound to fall is bound to fall. So my focus is really on the primary section, so that is why we have trained all the primary as well as Anganwadi teachers as well. We want that at primary level as well, the children, they should love to come to school, they should love to study. So अगर वो शौक जो है पढ़ने का उस एज में पैदा हो जाए, तो तब फिर आगे जो है in future we need not to work more on those kids. So for that purpose also we need to have much print rich classrooms, toys and the educational kits, kids friendly furniture and the play areas, they need to be established in the primary schools as well. We also need to have some international level training for the teachers and the heads for the quality improvement. If such trainings can be organized, in which some of the foreign institutes, universities, their spokesperson, they can interact with our teachers, our experts, and guide them on how to bring such things in our nation as well. So state of art studio, we are also on the thinking to establish one studio in Chandigarh, where all the facilities they will be provided. Whosoever wants to come, they can record their sessions for the telecasting. And if some kid he wants to share something very innovative, so he can come to a recording session and he can also interact. So this is also the need of our, we need to set up one art studio for UT. International level sports infrastructure, no doubt we have the good sports infrastructure is available in the school, but still it's long way to go. So then auditorium in the cluster schools, most of the schools are having, but there are few who are still lacking in these terms. Mobile school along with the interactive panel for the out of school children in their community. So this is something which we have recently, we are thinking on it, because there are such certain areas where the parents are not sending kids to the school because they are labor class, the livelihood is more important for them. So the children, they are either doing some petty jobs, so they are not coming to school. So for those kids, we want that there should be some sort of mobile van with in which some interactive panel is established, and that mobile van can go to that community, and we can have a 1 hour session or 40-minute session in that community itself, whereby children will assemble and they can it will pull them towards the school, because they need to see that where the nation is going. So this is something which is really required by us. Renovation of the school buildings for making them more attractive, that is again a thing. So this was all from my side. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing your vision and giving us the insight what all is happening in Chandigarh. The City Beautiful has got a lot to give, and this can certainly can give lot to the world and to the India, and our NRIs, our corporate, those are abroad, they can come in a very big way. There are 3 areas which I have picked up over here, which we would like to partner immediately from our chamber we would offer. Number 1, you have made a mention, training of teachers and heads for quality improvement. Once in a week for 1 hour, We can bring international resource person for you who can come on Zoom, and
Okay.
that we can organize for the entire city. Let's start that practice. So the best of practices of education from the world over, we can bring the global confluence to Chandigarh, and all our people can enjoy. And then we will work out some strategy on that. Anybody who participates very actively, innovatively, creatively, there should be some reward will come, something we will plan on to that, because encouragement is needed for everybody, and
Yeah.
teachers need personal and professional development at both the areas. Second part, you made a mention art studio for recording and telecasting. That is
Yes.
something in a very big way we have been doing in the city. Although from 2014 onward, we had gone to Northeast part and given new responsibility. We were working over there. But right from 1994, this is the city where first time we had set up the film city in Chandigarh Carnival in the Leisure Valley. And that
Okay.
was being done for continuously 7 years. 7 years in the month of November in the Chandigarh Carnival, where entire Chandigarh used to participate. And people used to laugh. We were the biggest crowd puller of the entire Chandigarh Carnival, because children need fun, everybody needs entertainment, everybody needs happiness. And there used to be a talent display of the children ninth onward. If you can sing, if you can dance, if you can do anchoring, if you can do mimicry, all that was done in the Leisure Valley. Once again, we will bring it back with your effort, with your support.
Thank you, sir.
And there is a institution here, Knitter,
Yes, sir.
NITTR. Dr. Patnaik is the director over there. We will work out a strategy. One of the biggest setup of the media entertainment hub already you have got readily available with him. We will work out a strategy what we can do. The last point that makes me smile, where you mentioned about mobile school.
Ji.
Just before going to Northeast, right in the Shivalik Hotel, Sector 17, Chandigarh, there was a skills on wheels being launched by the Honorable Governor and Administrator Chandigarh. And if I recall, there was a Sikh gentleman, Mr. Barar. He was
Ji.
the that time director, school education.
Ji. Ji.
The entire city principals and everybody, we all were together at Shivalik, and that vehicle was inside. You had the tablets, you had the internet connectivity, you had the audio, you had the anchoring, you had all those facilities within that vehicle.
Ji, sir.
It has gone to Sikkim. So we will work out, we will build once again, we will plan it once again. That also is skills on wheels, talent on wheels, display on wheels, whatsoever children have got, and teachers can be given an opportunity. It was a very good concept which we had initiated. And this morning we had the PEC director. With him also we are working out now. We proposed yesterday to administrator and advisor Chandigarh, and he was very kind enough. बच्चों को, teachers को, particularly during this 2 years pandemic, if I feel parents had a tough time and teachers also had a very tough time. And we must compliment you for all the awards, rewards, recognition, appreciations, whatsoever Chandigarh has got it from the different stakeholder it deserves. Non-resident Indians, those have gone abroad. हम लोगों ने एक ये भी कॉन्सेप्ट सोचा था, बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो नॉर्थ इंडिया में बाकी जगह से गए हैं, लेकिन चंडीगढ़ से भी बहुत सारे एनआरआईज बाहर गए हैं. If we have a tabulation of theirs, those NRIs can be a partner, and they can be a very big asset to bring research, innovation, creativity, collaboration, technical know-how, and lot of other things which our chamber will work in that particular direction with you. We will plan on to that. And we can organize some other motivational talks from time to time. Mr. Vivek Atre had been doing with us for quite some time. We had Shiv Kheraji all the way, and he had done a couple of programs. Usha Albuquerque, we invited, she organized a lot of programs. we would be more than happy. Only one dream at my age, at my stage, coming from the armed forces, and it's a sheer coincidence. Today is the Armed Forces Day. It's an Army Day. 15th of January is the Army Day. And as a fatherly figure, I've got only one vision, one dream. It's only teachers, it's only schools, it's only education, it's only skills. And Chandigarh being such a beautiful city, we can become the hub of the education, creativity, and innovation and skills for the whole globe, right? For India, starting with and then traveling and taking the vision abroad. I see that dynamism in you. I see that passion in you. And Honorable Advisor Sahab, Secretary Sahab, everybody had been so supportive, and they told it is our director who is going to make a presentation and share the vision. So all my brothers and sisters across the globe, people those are watching and people those are seeing this particular program, Madam Arora, she deserves a big applaud from all
Thank you,
of
sir.
us.
Thank you.
She's
Thank
doing
you
a
so much.
wonderful job. God bless you, ma'am. And
Thank you, sir.
we will take this vision forward. And thanks for coming. Thanks for sparing your time. And
Thank you, sir. My pleasure. Thank you.
before we close this session, I want to take you to 1994. When the chamber came into existence, there was a 3-minute song which was made for Chandigarh by our chamber. We just play it for you.
चंडीगढ़ एक नया शहर है, नित प्रगति के भारों का। कितना सुंदर मेल यहाँ कुदरत के शौक नजारों का। चंडीगढ़ एक नया शहर है, नित प्रगति के भारों का। कितना सुंदर मेले यहाँ कुदरत के शौक नजारों का। कितना सुंदर मेले यहाँ कुदरत के शौक नजारों का। कितना सुंदर शहर शहर ये जैसे चांद सितारों का, कितना सुंदर मेल यहाँ कुदरत के शौक नजारों का, कितना सुंदर मेल यहाँ कुदरत के शौक नजारों का। चंडीगढ़ एक नया शहर है नित प्रगति के धारों का, कितना सुंदर मेल यहाँ कुदरत के शौक नजारों का, कितना सुंदर मेल यहाँ कुदरत के शौक नजारों का।
We just wanted to play this song so that everybody knows about it and everybody feels about it. 1994, when I came from the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, this was the first gift we gave to Chandigarh, that let's promote the city for tourism. And how we packed, none of them was the artist. These were all students of Chandigarh. They were from colleges, schools, institutions, everything we had put together. This city has got so much of talent, and the whole world will vouch for it. The people, those are watching from the different countries. This is the city we should focus. If Singapore can take them to that heights, and today everybody talks about it, forget about the financial of the education. Next hop, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Chandigarh. And Madam Arora is going to work in that direction. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Lots of blessings to you. Lots of blessings to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.